I'm beside myself about, your dad. And I really want to know, what you think the world would be like around here if he was still here. People ask me that a lot, and I try to get my arms around it, but it makes me cry. So I don't really spend a lot of time thinking of it. But he was a tremendous leader, and I dearly miss him, as I know you and your family do as well.
Yeah, I think that the whole everything would be completely different for me if he were here. And I don't really know. I can't even imagine, my life is so completely, I'm so far down the road of life and how it is since he's passed that I can't even imagine. I can't even bring myself to imagine a world with him in it, or what that world would look like, or where I would be, or what I would be doing, or what kind of person I would have become. But I do think about, man, I wish that he could have met Amy. I really wish that Dad could have met Amy. It's for the same reason that, I don't know how this is going to sound, but for the same way that, I wish he could have seen me win this race or be a Daytona 500 champion. I wanted to make him proud, and I think that he would see Amy and go, I'm really proud of Dale Jr. He's making a good choice here. Cause boy, he was really vocal to me about the girls that I would go out with when he was around, and I would take the girl, go out with girls. I mean, I'm thinking, man, this is a good looking girl. I'm going to take her by the farm and introduce her to Dad. And I take a girl over there and I'd just say, hey, here's Dad, the girl. And he would, I'd get on down the road and do whatever we were going to do that night and see Dad the next day, and he'd go, I don't like her. I don't know. Something about her. He'd have some reason, and so critical. I think it's a bad decision to keep going out with her. I wouldn't do it. But I think that he would have been really, him and Amy would have really got along great. It would have been tougher on me because it would have been both of them cracking on me and giving me a hard time about, staying up late, racing online and doing things like that. But I think he really, really, really liked Amy. And obviously, I would have loved to have shared, my Isla, with, and seeing how Dad was with her and what he thought. I don't know, whether we would talk about, me as a father and doing those things. It sucks that he can't see it. I mean, maybe he can see all this. Maybe he is looking down and proud and think loving everything he's seeing. But it was so easy and nice to be able to have his direction. To have him walk in the room and go, "Why are you doing it that way? This is the way you ought to do it." Because that was his strongest, most impressive attribute was his common sense, his problem solving, and man, this is how you ought to fix that. That's easy.
Yeah.
And I'd be sitting there stressing over something for hours, and he'd come in there and just go, boom, there it is, fixed.
Yeah.
And so I miss that a lot. And I'm sure he could have fixed a lot of decisions that I made in my life that I had to make on my own, but I know that him and Amy would have got along really well. And I so badly wish that she could have met him, because I can spend hours and hours and hours sharing photos and talking to her about him, or taking her to talk to Richard Childress or you, or I can take her and do all these things and we can watch videos or whatever, but she'll never really know him, what it was like to sit in a room with him. What his presence was like. I wish so badly that she could know that and experience that for herself. Because, I love her and I want her to know me and him and all those things. And it's not going to happen, but, I don't know, people always ask me all the time about what what would racing be like? I don't know. I can't even answer that. What his influence would have been on the sport and how that might have shaped it to what it is today. Can't even go there.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.